Hey folks, and welcome to Subjective Thoughts. And our comic for today is Doom 2099, issue 2 by Marvel. Now there are explosives, destruction, robots, assault, hitting, big scary fat lady, and a lot more explosions. So if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. I'll leave the names of, writer, art, and all of that here on screen in a photo. I'll start doing it like that because sometimes when I hold up the page, it comes out too blurry. So yes, it should be here on screen. It does look like it's the same team that was on the first issue. I wonder if that will progressively change as I acquire more issues. We'll see. Alright, a quick word about the cover. It's pretty cool. I mean, look at that. And not about that yellow, though. Yeah, it is what it is. It's still pretty cool. It kind of looks like one of the scenes inside the comic. Which is quite nice. Alright, now to the story. So it's been 2 weeks since when we from where we left off in the first issue. Doctor Doom is healing after his neurosurgery that he had in that island. They're still on the island in the Pixel base. Actually, it tells in this issue what it stands for, so I'll leave the picture here so you can also see. And he's talking to the doctor. I'll probably leave her name on screen because I don't remember how to pronounce it. He's talking to the doctor. She's telling him to watch himself, not overdo it, as he is still healing. And seems Doctor Doom fashion. He tells her that he knows what he's doing and what he's capable of. So in these 2 weeks, Doom here has been a busy boy. He's used the Pixel technology to build robots and send them all across to Moscow. What else? Where else did he send them? Not only Moscow, it was also, let me see, Mexico, Hong Kong. Yeah, all sorts of places to gather intel. Bank information, history, everything about Tiger Whaled. Because like he says, this time he's not going to make the same mistake. He's going to study his enemy. So he tells the doctor and Fortune all that he found out. So Whaled started in this company that he accused of trying to kill him in the first issue. It's some security company. I'll leave their name here on screen. I don't remember. It started with an A, but I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. So he started there. He rose up in ranks, but then he went his own way. And he'd been through some wars. Then he took control. It went till Latveria started to get power. And then he began ruling. He also did a lot of modifications to himself over the years. So that's what we have today with Whaled. Then they pack up everything, Doom and his little gang. And the doctor, Doom he offers her to join him, not to waste her talents. And it doesn't look like she's against the idea, but she tells him that if Pixel, the company, is to believe that they are dead, her and her assistant Gordu, I think it was Gordu, then they have to lay low for a while. So maybe potentially in the future we might see her again in future issues. Who knows? So they fly off to their separate ways. Doom destroys the Pixel base that they were on to make sure, they don't know they won't know what they did there. We move briefly to Antarctica, where they're getting this not substance, this material, tritanium. Yeah, tritanium. I'll also leave the name here. It's from a planet. I think it was Venus or something. Yeah, this is some sort of planet anyway. And Tiger Weld wants that material. He has a deal with this company. I'll also leave their name on screen here as well. And he has one of his men that he hired. He's there to make sure that the tritanium is gathered, and then he's going to fly back with it to Latveria. It's a very dangerous material as well. Then we go to. Then we're back to Latveria. There starting to be tainted protests against Tiger Weld, because, well, he doesn't really care about the people, and they start to protest against him in the streets. And obviously he sends his police after them, and then make this sonic boom to make them all run away. And he's contemplating, like the asshole he is, if to throw the dogs some bones. You can see he's an asshole. Then he contemplates to his assistant from the first issue. And then the assistant tells him that he has bigger problems. Alright, sorry, I forgot. Before this, we see how Doom and his gang get back to Latveria. As they fly in, they are detected, and 2 missiles are flown at them, and it looks like they're fucked. But then Doom, starts talking. You need to, infiltrate the enemy, and they have an ally within. And instead of hitting them, the 2 rockets hit each other, and they land safely. Then we go to Tiger Weld. Alright, even before that, they go into their air base. Some armed guards go in there because they found the intruder, but it turns out to be another one of Doom's robots. And as soon as he's discovered, he goes kaboom. I don't know if he killed the guards that went in, but anyway, he goes kaboom. And the assistant brings him the robot's hand. And, the company they're doing is with Pixel. And they inspected it, and they found out that it has Pixel's codes. So, Tiger Whale tells him to contact the Pixel president. Anyway, the higher up there to talk to him. I'll leave his name here on screen. He, what does he do? He's a really weird guy. So the assistant tells him to watch him, not to trust him too much. Now, the guy has some phobias, man. Some real germ phobias. He completely encased himself in this protective armor that's transparent. It's so weird. I'll show you later. You gotta see him. It's something. Yeah, so Doom calls him and, not Doom. Tiger Weld calls him and tells him about this. And he's like, no, this deal is very important to me. I wouldn't have done it. And he tells him about how their base on the island was breached. So Tiger Whale tells him to inform him as soon as he knows who's done it. And then when they get the tritanium, they're going to destroy that company that he used to work for. The Tiger Whale, I mean. There we go back to where the gypsies are. They're all moving away again because of all the things that are happening in Latveria. Fortune is talking to one of them. Now they have a council. You say that? Not a council. A council of people. Instead of how they used to have a leader among the gypsies. He tells her, Doom's acting like he's now our leader and doesn't listen to the council. And, as if he's our leader. Fortune tells him that she'll talk to him. She approaches Doom. They start to argue. She said, you need to talk to me before you decide things. Because he sent Wire and Cassandra to go find out when the plane with the Tritanium is going to land. And he didn't consult Fortune about it beforehand. She's angry, and he says, "I promise, I will make sure my people, when I rule, I'll make sure my people don't have to run anymore or hide." And that's what he tells her about why he sent Wire Cassandra. He said, "Because and it says we," as if he's doing her a favor. Well, she calls him a stubborn asshole and leaves. Fortune. Then Doom is contemplating about what happened, about his past. He goes to his old castle, thinking how now the castle is like him now. He's forgotten by the people of Latveria and nothing but a crumbled memory. And so he remembers he was old, and the age of heroes has passed. He was dancing on the graves of his enemies and his allies. So I wonder how long ago was that. We see one of his servants, perhaps, with him. It might be possible that Doom's the one who sent himself to wherever he's been. Because he says he had all these shadows, all these premonitions. So it looks like he did something, and that's it. He doesn't remember anything further than that. Fortune goes back to Tiger Whale, because she's been gone a while, and, he needs his sidekick. So she comes to him and he tells her, where have you been? And she tells her it was something with the council, had a blood obligation. Of course, being the asshole he is, he says, "I don't care about your gypsy traditions. I'm your only obligation." And he slaps her. Asshole. She falls, bleeding from the nose, and then her tarot cards fall. And then one of them that falls tells her there will be chaos, distraction, confusion. She says, "Tell me something I don't know." That was funny. We move on to Cassandra and Wire. Now they need they're in a certain base of, let's call them Tiger Whale's police. They need Wire to plug into their computers and find out information. So he goes to do that, while Cassandra makes a distraction for him. This big cop lady there, holy shit. She's quite a sight to behold. Well, yeah, she's kind of fat. She's also big and scary. But yes, he starts talking to her, tell her he wants to join. She says, "You gypsy, you're too skinny, too stupid, to something else." And then they hear an explosion. Wire shot at some glass, and now she's being chased. So Wire has an opportunity. She tells him to hurry and not to, not get stalled in there, because she won't be there to help him if he needs protection. So he starts, he plugs himself in, about to get the information, but then the big cop lady comes back, grabs him, and, "Tell me why you're really here for." And he says, "To find some game stuff." And, she threatens him to plug him into some voltage and fry his brain. But then another cop comes from behind and hits her on the head with a club. And Wire's so confused, who, why. And then the other cop starts changing. He's blonde with blue eyes. But then he starts to change to a black man with not dreadlocks. And he starts to change to a black man. So obviously that's actually the guy that was in the first issue that was sitting in the security room when Doom and his gang broke in. He's the one that's been there already. So that's the same guy. I'm sorry. And he tells him, a friend, maybe. Now bring me to Doom. So Doom is in this museum somewhere in the forest. Don't know. Anyway, this guy, he tells him to call him poet. Tells Doom not to blame Wire. He forced Wire to take him there. He has holographic enhancements. That's probably how he can change his look so often. So he has many faces, many names. So who knows, this might not be his actual look either. He might look completely different in reality. So he talks to Doom. He says he's there to help whoever, who's against Tiger Whaled. He's going to help him. And it looks like he says it's a favor for a friend. So maybe he knows about Doom somehow. Don't know. And so Doom asks him, well, what do you want in exchange for this help? And Poet says, nothing right now, but in the future. And then he leaves, and before he goes, he tells Doom, Doom, watch it when you go get the Tritanium. It's as dangerous as you are. So that's, I wonder if that has to do with all the energy he has inside of him. Don't know. Well, we move on to Doom. The plane with the Tritanium is flying, about to land in Latveria. And Doom jumps out of a plane. I don't know, he's already in the air falling towards the plane. Telling Tiger Whaled and his people wouldn't think that you'd try to hijack the plane so close to Latveria. He makes a hole in the plane, goes in. The man that is the one that Tiger Whaled hired for this, Doom already has information about him thanks to Wire. So he's also been through similar things as Tiger Whaled. His name is Brooke. Yeah, I think his name is Brooke. So Doom makes it look like he's going straight to the Tritanium. And then Brooke comes out and he has this big blast gun. He's all confident, tells him, don't bother telling me your name, I'll look through a gene check if there's anything left of you. He shoots Doom, but Doom's fine. But he is worried because that gun might, throw him out of the plane. They start fighting. Doom shoots the plane from both arms, and then goes for the Tritanium. As Brooke yells at him, if you keep shooting, we'll both explode. You'll make the Tritanium work. So then it's a struggle of physical strength. And Doom says, although I can't remember anything from my past, he remembers his martial arts. He grabs Brooke and just flings him out of the plane. I presume he's dead, maybe. I don't know. But it's too late. The plane's about to crash. And it goes boom. We move on to the ground, to where the plane is. Sorry, moving it a bit. Yeah, we move to where the plane is. To the landing track. You got all of Tiger Whale's people there. They're on the ground. They're like, all right, turn off this fire, and get that Tritanium, or else it'll be our head. Tiger Whale gets. But then they start yelling, "Oh look, someone's coming out of the fire. Someone survived." And then Doom comes out with Tritanium in hand. It's in the cylinder. And tell Tiger Whale Doom is back, and I'm declaring war. And that's it. That's how it ends. Oh, what an ending. That was the second issue. They're getting a lot more interesting for sure. I do want to get issue 3 after reading this. That was was quite cool. I wonder what Doom's gonna do with the Tritanium. Tritanium. I wonder if he's gonna use it for his own power source. Or something like that. Not sure. Well, anyway, let's get to the art. There we go. There are all the places where Doom is. Send his robots. Check out that lady's hat. There's that. There's the doctor and her assistant, that man over there. There we go, the island goes kaboom. And there they are in Antarctica to get the Tritanium. Let's see if maybe we can. What planet is it from? I don't know. So maybe it'd be here. I don't know. Maybe they don't say what planet it's from. Saturn. Sorry, not Venus. It's from Saturn. Yeah, well, doesn't matter. One of the planets. Yeah, the art in this one is also very good, like it was in the first issue. And how it looks later on, if it still has the same artist. You see then's the revolution. Well, not revolution, but protest. Check out these people. There's his assistant. Looks like he could cosplay as a shiny pony or something. Look at that hair. You don't see it here, though. That's funny. You see it, I think you'd see it there. Is that like an outfit? Is that part of his head? Oh, now we get to the guy that has the phobia. I mean, check this out. This is insane. Look at him. I mean, holy shit. That is something, isn't it? Kind of, one thing it reminded me of was there's a cartoon generator, Rex. And the boss of where he works for, he's also, he can't be around germs either, so he's in this sterile room, but, at least he's still out. In a room and not dressed like that. But there's Doom, that's his, I suppose, servant. So yeah, who knows? Doom only remembers the pain, so I wonder if at some point we find out what happened to him. Did he send himself to wherever it was? Did he send himself? Unclear. Ah, check out the lady. I mean, look at her. I'll show you. Ah, there's the guy. You see there, he starts to have transform. It's kind of cool, actually. Imagine someone walked like that. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? And yeah, I'll just show you Brooke. Oh wait, let me just yeah, you kind of see, what was his name? I think his name was Brooke. Oh, well, I suppose it doesn't matter. It might be dead anyway, so. Yeah, there he is. That's the guy who fights. And check that out. Doom out of the fire. Yeah, that's about it. That was cool and interesting. I do hope we see more of Poet. I wonder who he is really, and who's this friend. So yeah, so far so interesting. We'll see how it continues. This is supposed to have 40 issues, but I don't imagine all 40 of them just solely focus on Tiger Whaled. I suppose at some point Doom is going to get his way and defeat Tiger Whaled and get back the power over Latveria. But I do wonder what kind of leader is Doom. Would he be any better than Tiger Whaled? Was he also a bit of a tyrant as well? I keep going back to that. It was from the Spider-Man cartoon from the 90s, where Spider-Man, I don't remember if he went to an alternate reality or what, but we saw, I think it was in Latveria, it was Doom and how his people lived. I don't know, he had a pretty hard iron grip, it seemed like. But I don't know. I've never read any Doom besides this, so I have no idea. Oh well, I guess I'll find out. Trying to think that I think that's, I don't think I forgot anything. So yeah, this so far so good. Interesting, and I will continue, though we'll see when. I'm not that pressed to read this, but it is interesting so far. We'll see how it will continue. Alright folks, so that is it. Let me know, have you read any of the Doom 2099? What did you think about it? And if you had a phobia of germs, would you put yourself in such a suit? I probably wouldn't. I'd rather accept the germs. Alright, remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!